Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the channel. It is an absolute beautiful day. The sun is shining, spring is upon us, and today I'm feeling good. I got up this morning and I am feeling great. So, guess what? I am going to attempt to do something that I've been meaning to do for a while and just have not gotten around to it. If you're like me, when it's wintertime, it's cold, even though I'm in the house, doom and gloom is upon you, and I just feel better when the weather's good. Again, even though I'm indoors, it just does something to my mood. So I was feeling good this morning. I got up. Spring is upon us. I'm going to start my spring cleaning, if you will. And today I'm starting somewhere that I've been meaning to get to and just hadn't gotten around to it, my husband's closet. This is not going to be anything lavish. This is just a organized, straighten up, make it a little bit of a situation where everything has a place, and then it's easy for him to put things away. Because one thing that I've noticed that happens in his closet is things tend to pile up on the top of the shelf, they pile up on the dresser, and shoes are everywhere on the floor. If you know, you know. So I'm going to help him out a little bit with that and walk him through when I finish where I put everything and make it simple enough to where it's easy to keep up. And so that's the intent today. If that interests you, then hang out with me and just keep on watching. Okay, y'all, so here it is. I'm going to give you a brief overview of the current state of this closet. And then I'll come back and show you a little bit of process of cleaning it out and organizing it just a bit. Things that I use is really inexpensive, so by no means is this a overhaul. It's just a temporary fix to clean it up, organize it a little bit. He can get to everything, and then at a future date, we may put some more work into it and get it a little bit permanent situation. But for now, I'll let you see what it's currently looking like. So behind me is where he keeps some of his jackets, belts. That needs to be organized because it's a mix of stuff now. Here's the top shelf. And what's up there right now is just hats and a hodgepodge. So we're gonna try to better organize that. He's a suit person, so he has a ton of suits. For the most part, they're all together, and then down on the other end is jackets. But we're going to go through that and just make sure all the suits are together, all the jackets are together, and so forth. We'll clean that up a little bit, dress shirts, whatnot. My main thing today is trying to just clean off stuff like this. This is a dresser that's in here. Well, a chest of drawers, not a dresser. But we're going to clean off this, get that cleaned up and organized. And this one over here is a small dresser, but same thing. We're going to get this cleaned up, organized. But the big thing today is what I plan on tackling is these shoes. Now, he got a lot of shoes, and that's not the worst it's ever been because you can walk in here, but a lot of times, like I'll try to come in, put up clothes and whatnot, and it's hard to even come in. And his door does open and close inward. So we definitely got to keep space in here for the door to work properly. So that'll be at the first, foremost as I work through what I'm planning on doing in here. So that's it. I'll come back. Like I said, I'll put you guys on the tripod, show you a little bit of the process, and then I'll come back and show you the after. Okay, guys, as I got into this, in order to really organize and put him in the best position to keep it somewhat organized, I decided I'm gonna go ahead and organize this little dresser and this little chest of drawers. So what I'm gonna do is probably put one with all of the socks, underwear, t-shirts, and then here I think I'm gonna do short sleeves and long sleeves. And then I'll decide what I do with sweaters, because he doesn't like to hang his sweaters. So I'll probably fold those. I'm not sure if I'll stack them up there or if I have enough space to put them in a drawer. We'll figure that part out. But I think if I at least can get it organized like that, and then we'll work on this part last. I think I mentioned that his door to his closet goes inside, whereas mine's come outside. So the little shoe organization that I shared with you guys earlier at the start of the video. So here's what that looks like. Again, it's a really little lightweight, cheap something from Walmart, but it serves the purpose. Made the floor. There's much more space in here to walk around. Got everything a little bit better. And here's a chest of drawers here. So it's got plenty of space. It's got more than enough for him. I took the little fedora style hats and I put them here on top of the chest. And we can determine what to do with those later. I don't really like them being exposed to dust and things like that, but we'll see. This side back here, what I did was I separated all, there's some little different little vests that he got that doesn't belong to suits. And then here, these are all long sleeves and we kind of color coordinated. You can see from gold to orange to blues to creams and whites. Back there are some random coats and things of that nature. I just noticed that there is a couple black suit jackets right there. So I'll probably pull those out and bring those over here. Here's some different slacks. And then you get into his suits. This little section right here is just short sleeve, button-up style shirts. Then he's got a couple of track suits, jean jacket, another vest. That's like a bubble vest. And then his bathrobe is strewn across the top, and then that's like a garment bag. There's plenty of room over here, and it actually goes back up in there. That's a safe. That's a box of ties. That's kind of how he stores his ties. And then this was the little shoe rack he already had, and then we purchased 3 of these shoe racks. So got those organized and cleaned up, and then I just kind of, high top on top. Just because they don't fit as good on that second, third tier. So I put those high top shoes on top. He's got a pair of cowboy boots there. He got plenty of room for those to stand up straight. Then I just stuck in his sneakers. Then these are dress shoes over here. These are the high top boot style shoes. So I put those on top. And then a lot of other dress shoes down there. That whole thing there is full of dress shoes as well. Then that's his hamper, which I'm not sure where the lid is. He doesn't have a lid for that, so I'll figure that out. This little thing was already here, this little storage bin. I just decided to keep that, and what I put in there, especially now that the season is changing, I left all his sweatpants and sweatshirts. I put those in there, and then I just folded his sweaters. He's got 2 stacks of sweaters folded, and then I just stuck them on top of that. These 2 bins are just storage bins. They actually got I just stacked them like that, but they have a drawer style that you can pull out. So that may be something that I do and put on top of the shelf when we fix the other shelf down there, to put his fedora style hats in and keep them away from the dust. But we'll determine that later. And then here is the chest of drawers. I just cleaned that out, dusted everything. It's another backpack, just clippers and different accessories. Here, these are the jerseys. I folded those. If he got plenty of room to add to that if he need to. So I just folded the jerseys and stuck them there. And then these drawers just got these 2. It's just socks. This one and this one is full of socks, undies, undershirts, some long sleeves t-shirts, and pajamas and things of that nature. And then this is just a little coat rack. I think he's got a few belts strung across there, and then just some everyday jackets. But it looks way, way better. So he does not know I'm doing this. So when he get home, I'm going to surprise him, show it to him, see what he thinks, and we'll go from there. Okay, guys, y'all, that's it. This is the finished product. Just so you know, I did tweak a couple little things. I put this shelf up here where, and I think I mentioned this about the hats, so we did put those in there to keep dust from getting on his hats. And I did color coordinate the suits. That wasn't in the original clip. I did go back and do this. But this is the finished product. And this is a quick little example of, it doesn't take a lot. These are cheap storage units for the shoes. This I already had. It's just about cleaning up and organizing and coming up with a process that can work. Whatever works for you. And what I did may not work for somebody else, but it's going to work for him. I realized that I didn't close out the video properly, so I came back to do this ending. And he's actually kept it like that. So everything is still clean. The shoes are still all put away. And that's an example of why you sometimes need to organize spaces in your house. To assign a place to everything, and then it just makes it easy. If everyone knows where everything goes, they're much more likely to put it back. So without further ado, I'll close out this video. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching, and thanks for joining me on this journey. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.